After admiring Russia's formidable nuclear submarines, today we will explore the top 10 mightiest submarines in the world. These submarines don't just stand out with their amazing size and power, but are also equipped with the most advanced weapons and technology. Let's uncover the fascinating stories behind each of these submarines.
10. Class Submarine Los Angeles. Also known as the 688 class, or the LA class. This is one of the nuclear-powered attack submarine classes and a core weapon of the United States Navy submarine fleet. The Los Angeles class, with 42 submarines of this class in operation and 20 retired, has more nuclear submarines than any other submarine class in the world. The predecessor of the Los Angeles class was the Sturgeon class, and its successor class is the Seawolf submarine class. Introduced in the 1970s. With state-of-the-art stealth capabilities, it silently glides through the oceans like a massive shark, swallowing any danger in its path. Although only 110 meters long, comparable to a large aircraft, it packs devastating firepower for torpedo tubes and 12 ready-to-launch Tomahawk missiles. Capable of speeds up to 33 knots, the Los Angeles can closely trail and penetrate any target. Its sophisticated sonar system allows it to detect even the faintest enemy heartbeat. Its powerful nuclear propulsion provides unmatched endurance, allowing it to prowl the seas for months without refueling. Ultimately, this was the ideal weapon that helped reassure Americans during the Cold War, and as it traverses the oceans, the gentle waves create a soothing melody, only to conceal the sound of a slumbering monster lurking beneath. 9. Class Submarine Ribus. The Ribus class submarine of France is one of the first generations of nuclear-powered submarines in the French Navy. It is currently the smallest attack submarine. It has a central computer system aimed at searching for and detecting submarines, processing collected information, and even attacking targets. The Ribus class submarine hull is made of 80% high-elastic steel. The conning tower and sonar dome are made of composite materials. The power of the Ribus class submarine ranks 9th among the strongest submarines in the world. Although the Ribus class outperformed similar generational classes like the redoubtable class submarines. Due to President Charles de Gaulle's emphasis on France needing to acquire a range of nuclear weapons, the Ribus program fully began in 1974. After the ballistic missile submarine program began, the first Ribus-class hulls were designed in December 1976 and launched in 1979. The Ribus-class submarine has a central computer system for detecting submarines, processing information, and firing weapons. The hull is made of 80% high-elastic steel. The sonar dome and conning tower are made of composite materials. The submarines have to cruise blue and red, with crew members rotating every 3 months. The Ribus-class submarines will be replaced by the next generation Barracuda-class submarines. 8. Class Submarine Victor III. The Russian Federation has produced and developed around 48 Victor III class submarines for its naval forces in the past. This can be considered a modernized variant of the project's 671 nuclear-powered attack submarine. However, it stands out with a teardrop-shaped sonar positioning buoy at the end of the tail above the rudder. Thanks to the application of many new technologies, the Victor III class submarine operates more quietly compared to previous generations of submarines. Notably, this submarine is assessed as equivalent to the U.S. Sturgeon class submarine. This submarine is equipped with two 650mm torpedo tubes and is also used to launch the RPK-6 Vodopad, RPK-7 Vetter anti-ship missiles with a range of 100 kilometers, as well as for 533mm torpedo tubes to launch the VA-111 Shkvel torpedoes. This is the 8th most powerful submarine in the world. The Project 671 RTM Kashuga submarine entering service in the Russian Navy from 1979 with 25 units produced until 1991. The Victor III submarine has lower noise levels compared to previous Soviet submarine classes. It is equipped with missile tubes for SSN-1 or SSN-15 missiles and Type 53 torpedoes, plus 2 additional tubes for launching SSN-16 missiles or Type 65 torpedoes. In total, the submarine can carry 20 for torpedo, missile units for tube launching or 36 mines. The Victor III class has an additional small tail cone structure. 7. Class Submarine Sierra. Next is the submarine researched and developed by the Russian Federation, the Sierra class. It is believed that initially 4 units were constructed, however only 2 Sierra class submarines were commissioned at that time. This is a nuclear-powered submarine with a hydrodynamic design similar to the Victor III class, particularly the teardrop-shaped sonar positioning buoy at the tail end. Titanium was used to construct the hull instead of steel, allowing the submarine to operate at depths up to 600 meters. This submarine was also once dubbed the National Treasure Submarine of Russia at that time. The Sierra-class submarine is 14.2 meters wide and 110 meters long. Studies show it displaces up to 9,100 tons when submerged. This military submarine is also equipped with a 190 megawatts nuclear pressure water reactor. When submerged, it can reach speeds of around 32 knots. With 4,650mm torpedo tubes and for 533mm torpedo tubes used to launch the RPK-2 anti-submarine cruise missile, our K-55 land attack missile with 45 km range, as well as various torpedoes. 6. Class Submarine Trafalgar. The British Trafalgar-class submarine is also ranked among the most powerful military submarines in the world. You may not know that since 1983, this nuclear-powered attack submarine has been in operation with the Royal Navy. Of the 7 units initially produced, 4 are still in active service. The Trafalgar set a record for continuous submerged endurance of 66,000 kilometers during its deployment to Australia in 1993. The Trafalgar-class submarines are equipped with a Rolls-Royce PW-R1 nuclear reactor. Instead of using propellers for quieter operation, these submarines utilize a pump jet propulsion system. The 2076 multi-mode cylindrical array sonar is the primary sensor of Trafalgar submarines, described as the most advanced sonar system in the world. The Trafalgar has a submerged displacement of 5,300 tons and a maximum submerged speed of 32 knots. Additionally, it is armed with 5,533mm torpedo tubes, allowing it to launch Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles, along with 30 torpedoes. In 2001, Trafalgar participated in Operation Veritas, the attack on Al-Qaeda and Taliban forces following the September 11th attacks in the United States, becoming the first Royal Navy submarine to launch Tomahawk cruise missiles against Afghanistan. In April 2003, HMS Turbulent returned home flying the Jolly Roger after firing 30 Tomahawk cruise missiles during the invasion of Iraq. As part of the 2011 military intervention in Libya, HMS Triumph fired Tomahawk cruise missiles 3 times. First on March 19th, then again on March 20th, and finally on March 24th. So we've explored half of the top 10 most formidable submarines in the world. What are your thoughts on the information we've covered about them? Please share your thoughts and any knowledge you have in the comments. we're eager to learn more from you. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to like and share it to motivate us further. Stay tuned for the rest of the impressive submarines in the world in the next half of the video. 5. Submarine 093 Shang. So, which country does the next submarine belong to? It is the 093 Shang class submarine of China. After deploying 5 Type 093 submarines, currently only 3 out of 8 submarines are active in the Chinese Navy. With unlimited range, this submarine can stay submerged for up to 80 days and travel at a speed of 35 knots underwater. Its maximum speed reaches up to 30 nautical miles per hour, enough to outpace any opponent. However, the most remarkable feature is its advanced stealth capability. The Shang-class submarine can perfectly hide in the deepest waters, even diving to depths of 600 meters while moving covertly. The noise it emits is so minimal that even the most modern radar systems struggle to detect it. Additionally, the 093 Shang-class submarine is equipped with 6 torpedo tubes and YJ-80 anti-ship missiles, making it a formidable sea monster that instills fear in the navies of several countries. Apart from its weaponry, another noteworthy feature of the Shang-class submarine is its stealth design. China's first nuclear submarine, the Type 091, was a real disaster. Although the Type 091 could dive underwater, it was completely outdated, lacked surface attack weapons, and operated too noisily. 4. Class Submarine Astute. The Astute class submarine of the United Kingdom, introduced by its manufacturer-based systems, is touted as the world's most advanced nuclear attack submarine. It is known as one of the most expensive submarines in the world, with production costs reaching up to £1.16 billion per unit. With a speed of up to 30 nautical miles per hour and a diving depth of 300 meters. The Astute-class submarine features the 2076 multifunction phased array sonar system, touted as the best sonar system currently available on submarines. Additionally, it is equipped with 6 533mm torpedo tubes, allowing it to carry 38 torpedoes and Tomahawk cruise missiles. The submarine has a submerged displacement of 7,400 tons and a maximum submerged speed of 30 nautical miles per hour. This truly makes it a military submarine with incredible power. The Astute-class submarine is the first to not be equipped with traditional optical periscopes. Instead, it is integrated with high-tech video technology to scan the horizon. It is the quietest submarine ever built by the United Kingdom, capable of circumnavigating the globe entirely underwater and generating its own oxygen. 3. Class Submarine Seawolf. As a class of fast attack submarines powered by nuclear energy, the Seawolf class forms the backbone of the United States Navy's submarine fleet. The Seawolf was designed to replace the outdated Los Angeles-class nuclear submarines, with the design work initiated by General Dynamics Electric Boat in 1983. The Seawolf-class submarines were built to counter the threat posed by the Soviet Union's Typhoon and Akula-class nuclear attack submarines. High-strength HY-100 steel was used to construct the hull, allowing the submarine to operate at depths of up to 500 meters. The vessel uses pump jet propulsion instead of traditional propellers, enabling quieter operation. With a submerged displacement of 12,139 tons and a maximum speed of 35 knots, this submarine is considered a formidable weapon. An initial plan to build a fleet of 29 Seawolf-class submarines over 10 years was later scaled down to 12 submarines. However, the total program cost for these 12 Seawolf-class submarines was estimated to be $33.6 billion. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 diminished the threat from comparable high-tech Soviet submarines. Ultimately, the program was halted after only 3 submarines of this class were built, with a total cost of $7.3 billion. The United States Navy subsequently designed the smaller and less expensive Virginia-class submarines to replace them. 2. Class Submarine Akula II. The Russian Akula II class submarine ranks just behind the American Virginia-class submarines and has astonished NATO with its extremely quiet operational capabilities. This submarine features a hydrodynamic design similar to the Sierra II and Oscar II classes, with a distinctive bulbous sonar array at the rear of the hull. In 2012, media reports indicated that an Akula II class submarine operated undetected in the Gulf of Mexico, sparking considerable controversy within the U.S. military circles. It is equipped with 533mm torpedo tubes and 650mm torpedo tubes, carrying about 40 torpedoes and cruise missiles. This military submarine has a diving displacement of up to 13,800 tons and a maximum diving speed of 33 knots an hour. Furthermore, it can operate for up to 100 days depending on the crew's supplies. The Project 941 Akula submarine is a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine developed by the Soviet Union since the 1980s. With a maximum displacement of 26,000 tons, Project 941 is the largest submarine ever built to date. It is capable of remaining underwater for months without surfacing while the crew can still live comfortably. Essentially, this type of submarine is capable of traveling long distances to deploy ballistic missiles close to enemy borders. Even while docked at port, the missiles carried by this submarine have a long enough range to be considered deployed. 1. Class Submarine Virginia. Ranked at the forefront of the world's most powerful submarines is the Virginia-class submarine of the United States. This submarine is equipped with a photonics mast, replacing traditional periscopes, making it the first in the world to feature such advanced technology. The BVS-1 photonics mast includes a high-resolution camera capable of operating in low-light conditions, a laser rangefinder, and an infrared sensor. The BVS-1 enables continuous real-time monitoring and enhances situational awareness aboard the submarine. Virginia-class submarines are controlled using fly-by-wire fiber optic technology through a similar control stick system posted as in fighter aircraft. The multifunction phased array sonar system BQQ-10 is the submarine's primary sensor, revolutionizing detection and targeting capabilities against underwater targets. In addition, it is equipped with the S-9G nuclear reactor providing power to the pump jet propulsion system. With a submerged displacement of 7,900 tons and a maximum speed of 30 knots, the Virginia-class submarine features 12 vertical launch system tubes for Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles, along with 533mm torpedo tubes and a complement of 27 torpedoes and through the top 10 most powerful submarines in the world, we have admired the glorious achievements of modern military science and technology. From nuclear submarines possessing formidable weapons to stealth submarines with superior technology, all demonstrate undeniable power across the oceans. However, maritime power does not stop at submarines. In the next video, we will explore the top 10 newest destroyers of the Chinese Navy. These giant warships are equipped with advanced weapons and radar systems, performing patrol and protection missions in important territorial waters. This promises to be an extremely attractive topic, demonstrating China's growing maritime power. Remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new topics later.